A few months ago, I tried my very first Scotch on the channel, and today I'm continuing that with another Scotch here. This is the Glenlivet 15. Let's get into it. Hello everyone, welcome back to Brad's Bourbon Reviews. I'm Brad, and today we are going to be reviewing another Scotch for the channel. I have had this bottle for a few years. This was actually one of the first bottles of whiskey that I added to my whiskey collection. I got this bottle on clearance, and I got it to share with a buddy of mine who was moving from Orlando to Maryland, and I haven't really gone back to it other than a few times just to try it and make sure it was what I remembered. I got it literally on clearance at Sam's, want to say for like $15. And I was like, he likes Scotch over bourbon, so that's why I bought it in the first place. But I was like, if it sucks and he doesn't like it, then he can either have it or I'll just mix it with something and make cocktails or make Scotch and Cokes out of it. But I remember liking it, and I haven't tried this in a very, very long time. So this is Glenlivet 15-year-old Scotch, aged in French oak. It's supposed to add like some spiciness to like what they consider a fruity Scotch. Single malt Scotch whiskey. So again, I don't know a ton about Scotch. I'm trying to learn a little bit as we go here, but bourbon is still my favorite. I've tried a bunch of Scotches. I've tried a bunch of Irish whiskey. Bourbon is still my jam. But let's give Glenlivet 15 a proper review. I don't remember anything about this on the nose or the palate, so it'll be interesting to try this again for the first time in probably 3 or 4 years. Let's give it a nosing, and let's see how I feel. Josh, this is for you. Oh, yeah, pretty fruity, little apricot. There's not much to it here. This is what's the proof on this? It's an 80 proof Scotch. This has a lot less going on the nose than like the Glenfiddich 12 does. This one's kind of boring on the nose. I get like some mixed fruit, and like there is some warmth and like spiciness. It's hard to explain. It's like there's definitely some oakiness to this, some spice like wood oak, but it's mostly fruit. This is not a peated Scotch or anything like that. It's a single malt Scotch whiskey. We'll see if it holds up on the palate. Let's give it a mouthing. Let's see how we feel. Ooh, that's good. I like the Glenfiddich 12 better. I know it's the first one we reviewed. I don't know if this is just a coincidence. I've had two Scotches that like back to back, the nose to the palate is like identical. The only difference is there's like a chalkiness to this that I wasn't expecting. Yeah, it's not my favorite. I don't really like that. I remember liking it a lot more than I do. Not a fan of that. I don't dislike it, but it's not up my alley. That Glenfiddich 12 is way more up my alley. So if you were curious about this, I always encourage you. If you're interested in trying something, give it a shot. You never know. You might love it. You might hate it. I find more value in finding something that you don't like and why you don't like it than I do finding value in something that you like. Because if you like something, you're just going to be like, yeah, it's good. Woo! If you don't like something, you can kind of explain why. And I think that helps a lot when you're exploring whiskeys. Like, why do you not like this? Is it smoky? Is it too sweet? Is it too bitter? What do you not like about it? For me on this one, it just kind of falls flat. It's 80 proof, so I don't really expect the world out of it. But it is not great. It just kind of falls flat for me. The nose is better than the palate. Does kind of carry over 1-to-1, but the notes are a little off. So like I got more fruit on the nose than I do on the palate, and on the palate, it's way more oaky and spicy than fruity, which I was kind of hoping it would be. So that's the review of Glenlivet 15. I don't know if I'll be doing any more Scotches for a while. But we will see. I know there's one bottle, Lagavulin 16, that I am going to get once I hit a specific milestone on the channel. So if you want to help me get to that undisclosed milestone, it's 5,000. Hit the subscribe button. Leave a like as well. Comment down below. Let me know if there are any Scotches that you think, as a bourbon drinker, I would like. I'd like to know what you have to say if you're into Scotch. That's the review. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, cheers. A big thank you to all the Patreon supporters you see on screen right now.